Welcome back to another episode. Ryan here with Chaos MMA. And today we have on Damon Jackson, who fights Dan Ige next weekend. Damon, I remember we were talking about this last year in an interview. You wanted a ranked opponent. It's finally here. How good
Yep.
do you feel to get it?
Oh, it's nice, man. It's just hard work and the wins are paying off, and just it takes care of everything when you win the fight or you go out there and fight your butt off. It pays off.
Yeah, I mean, we saw your 2022 was a great year for you. When you went out there,
Yeah.
put up a couple of wins. We saw you dominating each like first round finishes. A great year. And for Dan Ige, was he the first choice for you? Was he the guy you wanted to fight all along, or didn't even matter to you?
I messaged him, Julian Rosa, Alex Caceres, Sadiq Yusuf. I messaged them all and was just trying to get any fight lined up for December. So Dan he reached back out to me, and then Julian said he was already matched up with Caceres. So uh, we just made the fight happen as soon as we could.
Yeah, and I got to ask you a name in there because a lot of people want to see him back in there too. Sodiq, did he ever get back to you on potentially a fight against you?
No.
Okay, well, that hopefully maybe that's a fight in the future. We get to see a great one. And I know you're a guy, you're not a big trash talker. You kind of want to let it come smooth. But was there
Yeah.
ever a part of you, was that like maybe I talk a little trash to kind of get a fight, or you just don't want to do something like that?
No, I got too many kids. I got my girls, my four girls, and then I have all my wrestlers at Rockwall. So uh, that's not me. It's not who I am, and I definitely don't stand for that. So it's just kind of like for me, it would be it wouldn't look good. I don't like that. So I'd rather just hit them up on just me and them, and just talk to them like that. And if some trash talk starts in the DMs, that's fine. But I'm not going to be the one that starts it unless someone else says something first. So, I'm just here to fight and perform. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, I mean, was there a little trash talk at all with Dan Ige, or was just respectful? Got the fight
No,
done,
God,
nothing
no.
lined.
No, for a while, we just kind of like every once in a while we would we actually teamed up against oh God, what was it? The guy Ilya. We were kind of we were kind of going at Ilya because he was talking smack to everybody, and he's like, no one will fight me, blah blah blah. And then he gets scared, and I thought he was matched up with Bryce Mitchell, and then he wasn't, and then Ilya got matched up with Bryce Mitchell, and then they got matched up, and then Bryce Mitchell and Ilya fought. So it was kind of just a crazy time, but we were Twitter friends for a couple of days, going back and forth against Ilya.
Nah, I mean, that's great to see before the fight. I love to see fighters respect each other before the fight. Don't always have to put the trash talking aspect into it. And for you, training camp, Fortis MMA, how's the training camp been for this one? How's everything been going?
It's going about as good as you possibly can. But like as far as like weight management's been great. My cardio timing, like the timing of peaking at the right time, has been great. Uh, Training partners have been in the gym. Everyone's kind of looking for a fight right now around my weight class. So I'm getting good looks in there for sure. People are hungry. People are ready to fight. It's the beginning of the year, so Fortis, we're trying to come out with a statement, trying to come out and take these big fights, and take what we can get.
Yeah, and does that kind of help in a sense, because there are people getting ready to fight in the gym, so they're getting prepared too. So you're getting the best version
Oh
of
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and the energy is different. Like when you got you got coach in there. We got one coach. We don't have multiple coaches, so you got coach in there. His energy changes when it's like 2 or 3 weeks out from a fight. It's just super high intensity, 24/7. You come in, you just know it's going to be a rough, no matter what practice. If it's wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, whatever it is, it's going to be intense because when people have fights, it's like it brings out the best in coach also. So it's just kind of like the whole room kind of feeds off each other.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like training camp's going good down there. It seems like everyone's on top of their game. And for you, is there anything new you learned about yourself during this training camp? Anything specific you feel like?
Yeah, I mean, just being able to go longer than I expected, like going, 5, 6 rounds with some of the best guys around my weight class has been pretty eye-opening to know that I could do that. And if it came down to it, for 15 minutes, I can go against anyone. So it's really cool to see that having fresh guys come in at you with the amount of talent that I have at Fortis around my weight. it's a really big test mentally and physically every time. So that's been a huge change for me mentally, just knowing what I'm capable of.
Yeah, I mean, well, that brings me to my next question. I mean, fill in the blank, Damon. Damon wins by blank next weekend against Dan Ige. You see yourself getting a finish? How do you see yourself getting the job done on the date?
Yeah, man. You know, I'm always looking for a finish every fight. I don't take it lightly. I'm not going in there expecting to fight around someone else's game plan. I fight my way every fight. It's bit me in the ass a couple times, but for the most part, it pays off every time. So I'm coming forward. I'm looking for that finish the whole fight, whether it's on the feet or on the ground. I'm looking for that finish, and I'm coming hard. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and speaking of this fight, would you say this is probably your biggest fight in the UFC yet? You know, because it's a ranked opponent with Dan Ige.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you would
oh
you so
yeah,
you would say it is?
yeah. Because and I fought Mirsad Bektic when he was number 15,
Yeah.
which was cool as hell, but it was also a 3 day notice, so it got zero attention. And so when you're fighting a caliber of fighter like Dan Ige, where he's been tested against the best of the best in my division, it comes with a lot, and he's like that name tester where he fights like Korean Zombie, Calvin Cater. He fights these guys. Josh Emmons fighting for the title here in a few weeks. He's fought Cater, who's fought for the title. He's fought Mac, or he fought Josh Emmett and or Josh Emmett's going. He fought Kim Jong Young, fought for the title. So he's a tough dude. He's not easy to put away. But every fight, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that finish. I'm looking to come forward and take what's mine.
Yeah, I mean, seems like it's gonna be a great fight coming up in a week. And what a great way to start a year for you. You know, you get the win against a ranked guy. But speaking of last year, though, how would you rank 2022 for yourself? I mean, you really went up the charts. You know, you put a name out there for yourself. Like, how would you rank that year for yourself?
It was pretty damn good. I wish I could have got one more win in last year. That would have been cool to get the most wins in the UFC. That would have been really cool. Uh, but I tied. There was a lot of guys that fought 3 times, and it's not easy to get 4 fights in. And it's cool to push it hard and to get all the fights in that I got, and to have the success that I had. So I definitely feel like momentum's on my side this fight, and I've been training harder and harder every time, and so have the guys around me. It's cool because some of the guys kind of test their self against me because they see me right outside the rankings, and so they know if they're doing good against me, or if they're winning or not getting submitted or whatever it is. Like people are testing themselves, and it's just cool to be the guy that uh, is right there in the mix, to break the rankings.
Yeah, I mean, you were one of the most active fighters last year in the UFC, so it was great to see that for you, I'm sure. And after this, I know you don't want to look ahead, but do you think it's top 10 after this? Like, it has to be top 10, you feel like?
Like I think that there, like if you look at the caliber of fighters that he's fought,
Yeah.
there'd be no reason for me not to fight someone top 10. So, uh, whatever that means, and whoever it is, I'll be ready. Whatever Sean Shelby wants me to do, like as far as like fighting, I'm gonna fight whoever. So, uh, whoever calls me out, or if whatever goes on, like I'm ready to fight. As long as I'm healthy, I'm fighting.
You think we'll see you message anyone in the DMs for a top 10 opponent? You have anyone specific you maybe want to call out? Anyone specific you got?
No, not yet. There's so many guys there that I would just love to like, square up with. Like I would love my shot at like Kim Jong Young, Calvin Cater, Bryce Mitchell, like these guys, Sadiq, all these guys there. Those are all tough as hell fights. And it's not like me calling out Dan Ige is like an easy matchup. This is me out of respect calling him out because I know what he's done in the division, and who he's fought. And so uh, this is a lot on this fight. But I definitely don't look past Dan ever. But I'll fight anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you'll get that top 10 opponent after next weekend. Probably going to be a great win for yourself. And last thing here, man, thanks again for your time. You had to say bold prediction for 2023. What would you say? You think it's 4 fights, something? What do you think it is for 2023?
Man, when you break the top 15, it seems like people don't want to fight unless it's like every like 6 months. So hopefully I get 2 in this year. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I can yeah, go back and forth with 55 and 45,
Huh.
and do them both. But we'll see. I don't know, man. I gotta get past Dan. It's a fresh start to the year, so definitely have some momentum going into this fight. And I want to keep that momentum. I want to keep climbing the rankings, and I'm looking to fight as soon as possible. So I know there's going to be somebody ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, 2022, great year for yourself. Sure, you want to get 2023 started on a great note. Thanks again for your time. I really do appreciate it. If you want to thank any sponsors, shout out any social media, man, the floor is yours.
No, I appreciate everybody's support. I get a lot of people that DM me and stuff. I try to answer everyone back, and it's cool to see people from all around the world messaging me. So, like if you guys ever want to look at my social media, it's Damon B Jackson. But I appreciate the support, and thanks for the interview.
Yeah, thanks again for your time, man. Great catching up, and we'll speak soon. Have a good one.
All right, later.